and welcome to a video. This is my brother Avery.
Hello.
And he's going to pick my books this month. This is my August TBR where I play my August, is that right?
Yes.
Yes, it is currently July. Next month is August. That's how months work. This is my TBR game where I let a jigsaw puzzle choose what I read. Well, normally I choose from the jigsaw puzzle. Now he's going to choose from the jigsaw puzzle. Yes, that's all I think I need to say in this intro. We're going to go back in time to when I did the puzzle. But first, you're going to meet a special guest. Are you camera shy? This is Pumpkin. He's my new baby. I love him so much. He's purring. Hope you can hear me. Okay, hello. You met Pumpkin. I think I'm going to put that clip first. I have no idea how he's going to react to the puzzle. He might be all over it and make my life very difficult. I'll be puzzling on hard mode. That's my prediction, but we'll see. Maybe he'll leave it alone. Anyway, Avery is picking my TBR this month, which is so exciting. He's getting here tonight. But I have to film the puzzle part first. So, I have the hiccups because I just ate a grilled cheese. I don't know if that really correlates, but it's happening. In terms of how I did last month or this month, it's like the 21st, I think. And I have not done great. I had a 10-book TBR. If you remember my video, if you haven't seen last month's TBR, go watch it. But I had a 10-book TBR, and so far I've read 4. I'm in the middle of 1 more, and I think I'm going to manage, so that would be 5. I think I'm going to manage 2 more books before the end of the month. One of the books on my TBR that I haven't read yet is the poetry collection, and so that's going to be quick. And then I think I can read 1 more, finish the one I'm reading and read 1 more. That means there's going to be 3 unfinished is my prediction. That's what I'm going to use for this video. And I don't really want to roll any of them over. I am excited to read them, but I just would rather take the minus time and get a big new TBR this month. So we're taking minus 30 minutes for a minimum of 30 minutes. So if I roll a 1, I don't have to take minus anything. It's going to be 30 minutes anyway. But if I roll a 6, the way my time works, you don't know how this game works. The way this game works is we have a board that we do puzzles on. And here are my puzzles. I have all my supplies here. And I roll a die to see, these are prompts. I roll a die to see how many minutes I have to do my puzzle. I do the number I get times 10 plus 20, and now minus 30 because of my not finishing my TBR this month, which is a complicated formula, but I'll figure it out. I can do math. And yes, and then I do my puzzle on this board, whatever is not covered, whatever prompts are not covered, and there will be 16 prompts on this board, I need to replace them. Whatever is not covered by the time the timer goes off is what prompts I have to fill, or Avery's going to pick books to fill this month, that I have to read this month. So, let's roll our die. I'm hoping, well, I don't know. If I roll a 1, a 2, or a 3, or a 4, I'm going to end up with 30 minutes. Is that correct? Times 10 plus 20. Yep. I'm going to end up with 30 minutes unless I roll a 5 or a 6. So, let's see. It's a 3. So, that would, can you see that? It's a pretty die. I found this one. Clementine and Pumpkin have been playing with it, but I found it. That would have been times 10 is 30 plus 20 is 50. Minus 30 is 20, but my minimum is 30. So, we're doing 30 minutes. That's complicated. Basically, we're doing 30 minutes. That's kind of what I expected based on my minus 30. So, not super surprising. I get 30 minutes to do my puzzle. The way this works is that I'm going to put the prompts on the board first. This will all be in time lapse, and you can see how the cats react to it. I'll put the prompts on the board, then I do the edge, and then I start the timer. And I have 30 minutes to do however much of the middle of the puzzle I can manage. I'm going to be doing, which one's in this? I did the Rapunzel one in a video and the Dumbo one in a video. So I think I'm going to do the Little Mermaid one. I don't think I've done that one in a video yet. I think we had a different Little Mermaid one that I did in a video, but I'm going to check. But I will either do the Little Mermaid one or this Minnie Mouse one. And that'll be that. So let's get into it. Okay, so I think I did okay for 30 minutes. I've done this puzzle before, which I guess is maybe cheating, but I didn't want to buy new ones. I'm going to say that these 3 and these 2 and this one are covered. So that's 6 covered. That means 10 prompts. That's kind of what I expected. Okay. Do I say that I covered this one? Maybe. Does this fit right here? No, it doesn't. Or here? No, it doesn't. So, yeah, I'm going to say I covered this one and do 9 prompts. Maybe that's cheating. That's okay. It's my game, my rules. I have no idea what he has chosen. I gave him the prompts earlier. He's picked things out. We shall see. So, the first prompt, I don't remember. What was the first prompt? Okay. So, first prompt. Greater than 400 pages. That's fine. 400 pages isn't that long. What have you chosen?
Okay, so I chose a book that is exactly 400 pages.
That's okay.
Wonderful. I chose Cinderella is Dead.
Cinderella is Dead. I've been wanting to read that.
Oh, wonderful.
That's very exciting. Can you give a brief synopsis?
Oh, can I? That is such a good question.
It's about Cinderella and she's dead?
It's about the universe that Cinderella lived in.
Okay.
But like
now she's dead.
Lots of years later.
Okay.
Lots and lots of years later.
Dead.
Yeah. And so the new kingdom is really oppressive because they have a ball every year to choose the next queen, and it's just bad. And this girl does not want to marry the prince.
So it's bad.
Yeah.
Okay, looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Next. I'm covering this one. Play Your TBR Right. Play Your TBR Right. Okay, so this is Gavin from How to Train Your Gavin's old TBR game. He doesn't really play it in much anymore. I think he plays it on Patreon, but I haven't seen him play it publicly ever recently. He's done it before. And the way it works is you have 2 books. One that's like the way he usually does it is like one's one he really wants to get to soon, and one's like more challenging or whatever. And you play a card game where you put out 5 cards one at a time, and you have to guess whether the next one's going to be higher or lower.
Ooh.
And if you get to the end, then you get to read the one you want. And so how we're going to do is that he's picked a book and I've picked a book, and then if I win the game, then I get to read the one I picked.
Sounds good.
So the one I picked, which I picked because I've had it on hold on Libby for a while, and I just renewed it or got it out again, and I want to read it soon. And that's Papisho by someone whose name I don't know, and I don't know what it's about, but it's got a really pretty cover, and I think it's got magical realism-y vibes. What have you chosen?
I have chosen The Chosen and the Beautiful, which
by
is
Nevo.
Yeah, Gatsby retelling.
Oh,
it's so good.
Okay, I'm kind of okay with either outcome, but let's play a game. I don't know what the best way to do this is. I'll just hold up the cards, and then I'll keep them up with magic, the force. Okay, the first card is... What is that? The 10 of diamonds. Do we think it's going to be higher or lower than a 10? Lower.
Okay.
Lower than a 10. We already lost. Okay. I think he, like, usually he gives himself or like a couple, he plays a bunch of rounds and he gives himself a couple swaps over the round. Like, you can draw another over the rounds, but I guess I lost because I didn't really think through how to do this. So, The Chosen and Beautiful by Nevo. What is it about?
Okay, so it's a Gatsby retelling. It's about one of the side characters. The one that plays the
Jordan?
Sport. Yes, it's about Jordan. Okay, but it's about Jordan, but if she was adopted and not white in a very white community.
Cool.
And she's also queer.
Nice. Those are things that I like.
And there's also some magical realism.
Nice.
It's just vibes.
It's just vibes. Okay, vibes. Let's go.
It's Gatsby, but in my opinion, better.
Yeah. When I read Gatsby in high school, I thought Jordan was the best character, and I thought her and Daisy should have been together because gay, and that's all I remember thinking.
Yeah.
It was like at the very end of the year, like after the AP test and AP Lang, and so we were just checked out.
Yeah, makes sense.
Next.
Okay.
Seasonal read.
The next prompt is seasonal read.
Okay.
I also stretched this prompt.
That's okay.
I don't know any books that are set in summer. So this book is set half in Sri Lanka and half in San Francisco.
Okay.
Both places are hot.
Yeah, that works.
Wonderful. Okay, so this book is My Sweet Girl.
I have not heard of it.
I mentioned it to you once.
Oh, yes, I remember you mentioning it to me once.
So true.
Okay, what's it about?
Okay, so it's a thriller.
Okay.
It's about this girl who grew up in an orphanage in Sri Lanka and was adopted by white American parents.
Okay.
And she has a secret.
Ooh.
And then her roommate dies.
Ooh.
It's a thriller, so I feel like I can't say any more.
That's okay. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. Okay. And it seems, hot, seasonal. That works.
Exactly.
Next.
Okay.
Previous fave author.
I mean, you may have read this book already. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, we shall see.
I chose The Red Pyramid by Rick Riordan.
I have read it,
okay.
But I'd be down to read it again.
Oh, okay.
I think I shall read it again.
Wonderful.
Okay, awesome. The Red Pyramid.
Because I was thinking, like, in anticipation of the new Percy Jackson series.
Yeah. Yeah. And Rick Riordan is definitely a fave.
That is so true.
That's the Kane Chronicles series, right? Yeah, I read that series when I was a child. But, I mean, it's been a long time. And I did reread the Percy Jackson series recently. So, I'm down to reread that one. I really enjoyed those books.
Me too.
I think, yeah. This is based on Egyptian mythology. I'm sure everyone knows. It's the Egyptian mythology series by Rick Riordan. And it's about Carter and Sadie. Is that true?
Yeah, it is. How did you remember that?
Oh my god, I was just making up names. I like vaguely remember that maybe it was Carter, and then Sadie just came out. I'm pretty sure it is. If it's not, oops. It might say on the screen whether I'm right. It might not, because I don't like doing that in editing. Awesome. That's very exciting. I am excited to reread that book. It sure is a previous fave author. Previous as in my childhood.
That's why I knew.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Next. One word title.
Okay, and I struggled with this one a little bit, but I settled on Carmilla.
Ooh, is that the vampire?
It is.
Lesbian?
Yeah, it's a
lot of classics on the TBR this month.
I do like my classics. Yeah, Carmilla is the book that inspired Dracula.
Yeah.
It was released like 20 years before, and it's gay.
I have wanted to read that.
It's so good.
Okay.
Perfect gothic vibes.
Awesome. Next. Storygraph popular this week.
Next prompt is Storygraph popular this week.
Okay, yeah, so in this prompt, there's a section on Storygraph where it says popular this week. And you scrolled through that and found something.
I scrolled until I found a book that I wanted you to read.
Yes, that's how I use these prompts.
So I found the picture of Dorian Gray.
Oh.
Because that is one of my favorite classics.
Uh-huh.
It's so good.
I'm definitely down to read that.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
It's not long, right?
No.
Okay.
There's one chapter that you can skip if you really want. It was just trying to get more words to get more money. I think it's chapter 14.
Okay. Thank you for letting me know.
Of course.
Picture of Dorian Gray is about a picture of Dorian Gray.
So true.
That's all we need.
Yeah, do you want more?
No, I think we're good.
Cool, okay.
Okay, next.
Okay.
Phone a friend. I guess that means Avery can pick whatever he wants because that's like the whole point of this video. Phone a friend. Theoretically, I would phone a friend and be like, pick me a book, but
I am a friend.
that's the whole point of this video. So you can pick anything.
I did pick anything.
Uh-huh.
I picked Akata Witch. I probably pronounced that wrong.
Okay.
But it's like classified as YA, but I believe it's middle grade at heart.
Okay.
It's fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It's your vibes.
Okay. I have not heard of it.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
I don't know how to describe the plot.
Okay.
It's just like a girl moves to a city and she's albino and so she can't play soccer with her friends.
Maybe you have told me about this.
I think you'd really like it.
Okay.
Yeah. But she
Good.
finds out she's like half magic.
Half magic. Cool.
Yeah.
Witchy vibes.
So true.
Next.
Okay.
Physically owned.
Okay, the next one is the field trip one, a book that you physically own, which
But
I
yeah,
do not
okay.
know.
We're gonna take a. If you haven't seen my latest video, there actually might be another video going up before this if I have time to edit it. But a recent video of mine where I did a bookshelf tour, you would know what's on my physically owned TBR. Have you seen that video?
I haven't watched it yet. Okay, it came out right before we left to travel.
That's true. I was editing the day you were like coming up here. Okay, let's go on a field trip. Okay, here's my new bookshelf. If you want to see me putting it together and organizing it, watch my recent video. My TBR shelf, my immediate TBR is these ones here. These two are on my July TBR. This one I'm not going to get to. I've already taken the loss there. This one I am going to try to get to. This one I got today. These are the rest of my TBR. Though also, if you want to be mean, you can pick one of these because I haven't read them, or like one of the classics I haven't read. But I would urge you to please pick from this selection. Okay, the choice has been chosen, and it is. You can reveal it.
Okay, I chose Mrs. Dalloway.
By Virginia Woolf. This was on my July TBR, if you remember, and I decided I wasn't going to get to it this month, but I guess I'm getting to it next month.
So true. I haven't read this. It's the only book that I've chosen that I haven't read, but I would love to hear her review.
Yeah.
So it works out well.
Yeah, and this is, I don't know what it's about, but it's Virginia Woolf.
So it's probably good.
Mrs. Dalloway was the first $1. I got it for $1. It's about Mrs. Dalloway, and it contains some of the most beautiful, complex, incisive, and idiosyncratic sentences ever written in English. One of the most moving, revolutionary artworks of the 20th century. Oh, that's not the verb. This is the verb that would help. Okay, it's about Clarissa Dalloway preparing for a party. She's looking ahead to growing old.
Oh.
Inspired novelistic outline of human consciousness. Okay. Well, I guess I'm reading it, and I will find out, and I will let you know in my August wrap-up.
Wonderful.
So stay tuned for when I'm drunk and ramble about this book. Okay.
I'm excited.
Next. And lastly, fantasy.
The final prompt is fantasy.
Fantasy.
So she already knows which one I'm
Yes.
choosing. I am choosing the first Mistborn book, The Final Empire, because I am obsessed with Brynn Sanderson and will be converting her.
Yes. This book is on my 22 to read before 2022, which I have not read very much of, so got to get to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, a chunky fantasy.
Yeah.
Which is a little scary. I don't read a lot of...
It goes fast, though. It's so fast-paced. It's so good.
Okay. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
We did it.
We
have a
did.
TBR. You're going to have to say them all again to me so that I can write them down.
Wonderful.
So
I can
that I
do that.
remember. Or I can just take that piece of paper.
You can just take this piece of
That
paper.
sounds
There are
good.
bonus recommendations at the bottom that I couldn't fit into prompts.
Bonus recommendations. Empire of Sand, The Gilded Ones, Shadow of the Fox, You Exist Too Much, How Do You Live, The Stars, The Blackness Between Them. That is also on my 22 to read before 2020
Ooh, it's
in
really
2022 because I think you recommended it.
Yeah.
Cemetery Boys is also in that. And I think I might also read that one this month because I didn't talk about readathons in the intro, but the Magical Readathon Autumn Equinox is this month, even though it's summer, but autumn sounds better.
Autumn does sound better.
And one of my prompts for my demonology calling is to read a book with necromancy in it, or necromancy themes.
Cemetery Boys is very good for that.
So, and I would like did a Google, or like someone made a list of recommendations and I saw that was on it and I was like, oh, that's on my 22 to read. So that might end up happening this month as well. I'm going to need to go through the prompts for that and figure out how I'm going to fit them. But I think most of the ones I had to do were pretty open except that one. So, yeah. Oh, and after parties. That's the other recommendation. There are a bunch of recommendations for you. You are welcome. That's a video.
It certainly is.
We did it.
We did.
What do I usually say? Is there anything else I didn't say that I usually say? Readathons, which is just Magical Readathon, I think.
Did you ever introduce yourself?
Oh, no. Hi, I'm Lizzie. If you've never seen me before, my name is Lizzie. Thanks for showing up. You've watched most of the video at this point, so I don't know if this is helpful. But I'm Lizzie. This is my channel. This is my brother. I'm not putting this at the beginning. I'm keeping it right here.
Wonderful.
Readathons. This is like mostly a pretty free month for me because like the first week, my classes end after the first week of August, and then the rest of the month I'm just like chilling. So, should be lots of reading getting done. It's really hot today. That's not related. We've had the fan off while we're filming and it's really hot and I'm excited to turn it back on. Okay, like and subscribe and comment down below that Avery is cool.
So true.
Or just comment. So true. Today we went to bookstores. That's
did.
exciting. That's bookish. We went to 3 bookstores. If you live in Western Mass, go to the Montague Book Mill. It's very cool. Fun vibes. We also went to the Bridge of Flowers, which is in Shelburne Falls, and that was pretty. And on both sides of the bridge, there was a used bookstore. And one of them had a cat.
Oh, the cat was so cute.
And who was very friendly. And I got 2 books there. Should I grab them? I'm going to grab them.
Do it.
I'm back. Okay. These are the books I got. I think there's a nicer cover of this, but this is the cover they had. It was not too expensive. And I saw it and I was like, great, it's a used. The Housekeeper and the Professor was my favorite book of last year. It's about a retired math professor who has an 80-minute memory and his housekeeper and her son. And it's about math, but you don't have to like math to read it because it makes you love math. It also makes you love baseball, which is not something I generally care about, but the professor really likes baseball, and so there's a baseball element. And it's really sweet and nice, and I liked it. This is Gingerbread by Helen Oyemi. I think that's how you say it. I don't know what it's about. I think it's about like a mother and a daughter who I read the synopsis today, so I should remember. But I think it's about a mother and a daughter, and there's maybe dual timelines, and it's like apparently weird and confusing, but good. So I'm excited to read it. And that's my mini book haul. I can never, because most booktubers do thumbnails where they're like, here's my stack of books, but I read all like digital books mostly, so I never have a stack of books. But look, it's a stack of books. Yay! That's a thumbnail. Okay. Did I say bye?
I don't think so.
Okay, like and subscribe. Bye!
Okay, so the final prompt is...
It's not the final prompt.
Not the final prompt.
Is it not?
Yes. Oh, it's not.
It's not.
I skipped one.
Oh, you skipped one?
I skipped one.
You skipped one.
Okay.
Okay. I'll put them in order. It's fine.
Cool.